Alright, Kimbo White here. Look guys, I just talked for 25 minutes and didn't even realize it. And I don't know if the YouTube will upload that or not. I don't think it will. So, anyways, I'm going to redo this. And I'm going to do the first 6 just real fast here. I'm going to tell you. I'm going with Manny. I fight like a dog. Gamburyan over Diego Nunes. Matt Riddle over Luis Ramos. Jacob Volkmann over Efrain Escudero. Dong Hing Kim over Sean Pearson. Danny Castillo over Anthony Njokuani. And Ross Pearson over Junior Assuncao. And I am going to start out with the main card here with Jimmy Hettes and then Phan. I want you guys to know who Jimmy Hettes is. Dude's got 9 professional fights, 4 amateur fights. Won all 13 by submission. Of his 9 pro fights, he's won 6 of them in the first round, 3 in the second round. Of the 6 he's won in the first round, he's won 3 of those in under 1 minute, 2 in under 2 minutes, and 1 in under 4 minutes. Out of all 9 of his pro fights, he's won every single one in under 9 minutes by submission. So what's going to happen is, Phan's going to have to catch this dude with a punch. He's going to get submitted. And Phan, you know, we all know Phan. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And so, this fight might end up being like, it might end up going to decision, but Phan's going to go to the ground. This dude's good at getting people to the ground. If Phan catches him, yeah, he can end his night. He might pull a Korean zombie on him. I'm going with Jimmy Hettes to make his name known at UFC 141. I'm going with Gustafsson over Matyushenko. I'm going with Fitch over Johny Hendricks, and I tell you what, I do that extremely cautiously because Johny Hendricks, you know, obviously has some serious power in his hands and is a very good wrestler himself. But I'm just thinking that Fitch is going to be able to utilize the reach, and if he can utilize the reach, he can win the stand-up and wrestling in this fight. And I think he's going to probably be able to do that. And I think he's real hungry for a win. It's probably going to end up being by submission again, but I'd love to see him finish the fight. I think that's going to be a fight, though. I'll tell you what, I think Hendricks is going to bring the fight to Fitch. And, yeah, that's got fight of the night potential in it. You don't think so, but it does. Gustafsson and Matyushenko's got knockout of the night written all over it. But a couple of these dudes, Pierson and Assuncao, Phan and Hettes, both of them, you got submission guys against strikers. It's the main event, Overeem and Lesnar, same deal. I tell you what I think has potential of getting fight of the night and possibly double awards. Possibly fight of the night and submission or knockout of the night is Diaz and Cerrone. Donald Cerrone is 28-0-1. He's undefeated at kickboxing. He's like 17-3 in MMA. And, you know, he's going against a guy who's as tough as they come. He's like 8-4 since the Ultimate Fighter. If you count that, he's like 9-4 in the UFC. And he's fought some tough competition, but what we really noticed was the involvement of him when he just blew through Takanori Gomi in this last fight. Nate Diaz, these guys sparred with Andre Ward, who I think is one of the best boxers in the entire world after his fight Saturday. I never really sat and watched the guy fight before that, and I tell you what, I won't miss an Andre Ward fight now, ever, if I know it's going to be on, because what he did to Carl Froch was, or Froch, whatever the hell that guy's name was. Sorry, boxing fans, I'm not the biggest, I don't follow boxing like I do MMA. I love to watch it, but this guy's name was Carl Froch. It was a Super 6 tournament this past Saturday, and if you guys haven't seen that fight, man, go watch it because it's really something to see. Andre Ward fight, and that is who Nate Diaz bring in for their sparring, and that is why Nick Diaz is what he is right now. In the stand-up game, and he'll tell you that he credits it all mostly to sparring with Andre Ward. And Nate is evolving into nearly as good a striker as his brother. Yeah, from that last fight, he might be getting better. I mean, it's scary, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't want to go against either one of these guys. And there's no predicting this fight. There's absolutely no predicting this fight. What you pick or what you say or what I say might happen. But I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no predicting this fight. And, I'm going to go with Cerrone in this fight. I'm going to go with Cerrone in this fight by TKO or knockout. And, actually, I take that back. I put knockout when I picked him on the Xbox Live, because the new UFC app, you can pick your fights and the outcome. Pick who you think's going to win the fights and the outcome, and see who your Xbox Live friends pick too, which is cool as hell. And by the way, if you didn't see my video, UFC 141 is free, no strings attached on Xbox Live. Yeah, you got to have your account set up with a credit card or a debit card or something, and I think you could probably get around that with a prepaid credit card. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it'd be worth trying if you don't have a credit card or debit card. Or you can go, and it's easy, set up a PayPal and do it that way. But it's free. It's free. It's just you have to have it set up on a credit card for it to process it through. Like anything else on Xbox Live that you have to pay for, it's set up just like that, but it says $0, and you just click on it, bam, and it's purchased. It's free. It's a holiday gift. It's a promotional thing for the new UFC app on Xbox Live. So, anyways, I'm taking down Cerrone over Nate Diaz, and I think I'm gonna. I'm probably gonna go ahead and go back on the knockout thing, and say the most likely thing to happen is decision, because both these guys got chins, unbelievable chins. I don't think that Diaz has been knocked out. I'm going to make sure on that. Yeah, Diaz has never been knocked out, and Cerrone has never been knocked out. So that's, most likely we're looking at some type of a decision here, split or unanimous. And then in the main event, I'll tell you what, guys. If you don't think Brock Lesnar's got any type of chance in this fight, you're nuts. And when I first heard it, my first reaction to was Lesnar stands no chance against Overeem. But if you want to go back and look at some of the people that Alistair Overeem has lost to, Brock Lesnar without a doubt has a chance of beating this guy. Now, obviously, Reem has not lost a fucking fight since 2007. Okay, and he's lost fights to guys who outstruck him every time. He, Vladimir submitted him in 2006. That was the last time he had a submission loss. No, Ramos submitted him with strikes. Jesus. sorry about my language there. Ramos submitted him with strikes. Wow. That was in 2006 as well. So, if you look at some of the guys that have beat him, yeah, Lesnar has a real good chance of beating him. But Overeem's never been beat in the fashion that Lesnar. Overeem has never been beaten in the fashion that Lesnar's going to try to do it. But Overeem has never faced a wrestler of the caliber of Brock Lesnar either. Now, with that said, I'm going with Alistair Overeem in this fight because the evolution of Alistair Overeem has just been unreal in the last, 5 years. You know, going from what he was over in Japan to what he is now. I mean, my God, I think the guy can move better now, just as well for sure at heavyweight as he could then, and he's got a sprawl that is just unreal. You know, I hope that Lesnar can beat him. I'd like to see Brock win this fight, just because. Knock fucking Overeem off his goddamn. There's my language again. Knock Lesnar or Overeem off his pedestal, but I think Overeem's winning this fight, and I think he's going to do it with good takedown defense and by knocking Lesnar out. I think that's what's going to happen. So we'll see about that. I think the night's going to end up with a knockout for Brock Lesnar, and that might be a knockout of the night. I think he's going to catch an Uber knee or some shit. It's going to be crazy. But that's been the last word with Kimbo White. Don't forget UFC 141's free on Xbox Live. No strings attached. They're giving it away. And don't forget about Dream Fight for Japan. I'm going to throw up some pics on that for the fun of it. Fedor's fighting Satoshi Ishii. Shinya Aoki's fighting on that card. And the whole card is good. And I'm going to do a little video on it because it's kind of fucked up, some of the stuff they're doing with it too. They're doing a pro wrestling match on the MMA card. You know, the Japanese fucking nuts. But anyways, I'm gonna go. So, see y'all later.